Ladies and gentlemen, this is Your Opinion Sucks! Please welcome your hosts, Grae Drake and Mark Ellis!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing? Oh, wow, great. What a response that was. How's everybody feeling, San Diego? Make some noise. Let me hear you.
Incredible.
This is a truly special moment here. We are doing Your Opinion Sucks live from San Diego Comic-Con. My name is merely Mark Ellis. This is Grae Drake, and we have a whole lot of fun in store for all these kiddies.
Oh, God, and just the gentle wafting of hand sanitizer is hitting the stage, and you guys are excellent. You waited so long to get in here. The dedication, the opinions, the suckiness. Oh!
And now you're here in an environment that Grae and I both feel very comfortable in. Grae is at home on stage in front of people, and I'm at home at a bar. This is going to be a really good show today, and it's about the fans' opinions, but the fans wouldn't have those fervent opinions if it wasn't going against somebody. That's why we brought three of the world's most famous critics. Give them a hand. Introducing first is a young man you may know from his presence on Screen Junkies. He's a hilarious improv actor. Mr. Hal Rudnick is here. And you know her as one of the editors at Rotten Tomatoes. She is Timothée Chalamet's adopted aunt. It is Jacqueline Coley. Last and certainly tallest is a guy who's not only a great comedian, he is also a hilarious movie reviewer. You can catch him on Instagram with his huge following, Tony Baker Comedy. It's obviously Tony Baker's here. Grae, we got the critics lined up. We have the fans here. So what do we do now?
Oh, my God. We've got quite a show in store.
We have a lot of games.
Just to, go over it in general.
We have some games we're going to be playing. Some fans are going to win fabulous prizes. Other fans are going to get to voice their opinions. And if you don't win a game, maybe we have something else in store. We're just going to have to wait to see how that works. I get to hang out up here with the critics. It is Grae's job to be that brave soul that ventures amongst all of the fans that are out here in San Diego, the most dedicated of the dedicated.
Wait a minute. That was the wrong response. I should not have done that.
That was a very evil Count Chocula.
Yeah. My favorite cereal. Oh, my God, you know me so well.
It's my favorite cereal only when it's fresh. Ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready to get Your Opinion Sucks going? Let me hear some noise out there. Then without further ado, we are going to introduce our first game of the evening, and that is a little something that's pretty new, actually.
That's right. It's like a new penny.
We're excited about it. It's very shiny indeed, and it's worth a lot more than 1 cent. It's where you, the fans, go against the critics in a game called Street versus Elite. Now what's going to happen here is Grae Drake is down there. She's going to collect some fans, and we have some critics up here. Grae, once you gather the fans and actually bring them on stage, I believe, then we're going to get the rules going. Why don't you tell us who's joining the party?
I am going to shepherd two brave souls onto the stage here. First, Albert, and also Alex. Where are Albert and Alex?
All right, Albert and Alex, where are you at?
Come on up. Come on up.
Give them some encouragement.
Follow me.
Wow.
I love your excitement. Right here. Fantastic.
You guys can stay seated if you want.
The critics, they are standing because
Whatever
they're
you
just
guys
that
feel
passionate.
Like it's fine. All right, everybody. So we have these two guys, but it seems a little unfair right now. I mean, we have three esteemed professional movie reviewers up there in their ivory tower. They're the elite, and we only have two streets, so I think we need somebody else.
Okay, you know what? You're right. It's imbalanced. I think the only way that we can really bring this whole thing to the level is to welcome somebody that you are going to recognize because he just, created Deadpool. And that's Rob Liefeld! Come on up! Yes!
Couches. Woo! Couches.
How are you, brother?
Incredible.
This is a good match.
Lots of pouches here.
Are we ready? Are we ready? All right.
We have pouches, we have some stripes, and we have Rob Liefeld, the creator of Deadpool, amongst other notable comics that are all currently in my mom's closet. I hope she has not sold them, because once he autographs them, they triple in value. Just a fun fact out there. Now, Rob, you're going to be the team captain here, so you're going to be kind of the spokesperson. You're going to get some help from your two esteemed colleagues here. And the critics, it's all for yourself, but you're playing for your team. Here's how we do it. You're going to see a board that has a movie category on it. That movie category could be anything. It could be an actor. It could be a director. It could be sports movies that involve a dog player. Now, what each team is going to have to do is select the freshest movies possible according to the Rotten Tomatometer in that category. Ooh. So, for instance, Grae, let's say we put a young man named Al Pacino as the category.
Oh, my God, let's do it. It sounded a little bit more Bane-y.
I'd give that Al Pacino a hoo-ah.
Oh, so, right. Okay, fine. You would win the game.
If Al Pacino's on there and you said, I don't know, The Godfather 2, that's probably a good bet. If Al Pacino's on there and you said 88 minutes, you probably should just see yourself out of the building right now. You guys ready to play Street versus Elite?
We're ready.
All right, Grae, I think it's only fair to kick this off with a category that I think Comic-Con is going to respond well to.
I think you're right. What would that be, Mark?
Our first category is...
Harry Potter movies.
Mr. Potter. Rob, how are you guys feeling about your chances with Harry Potter movies?
I'm feeling good.
Okay, then.
We know Potter. Do we know Potter? We know Potter? I know Potter. Okay, I know Potter. I'll carry you. I'll carry you guys.
You guys get the first guess. What Harry Potter movie do you think is the freshest?
You sure?
They've got the power of the flip-flops on their side.
I think it's Prisoner of Azkaban.
Okay.
Prisoner of Azkaban.
Rob Liefeld, show me Prisoner of Azkaban.
Oh!
That's a great play. There's like 90 Harry Potter movies. I got the second freshest one for a grand total of 80 points, but there is still the big 100-point fish out there. And so now it's the critics' turn. Hal Rudnick, I'm going to go to you first. What movie do you think could possibly be fresher than Prisoner of Azkaban?
Mark Ellis, I racked my brain and replayed every Harry Potter movie in my head just now, and I am going with Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Show me Harry Potter, The Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Yes.
100 points.
Yeah!
100 points, and Rob, we're going to get you a little closer in here. Let's become buddies here. Let's snuggle a little bit.
Let's get in.
All right. Gentlemen, now, Rob, you guys are down 20 points all of a sudden. You were up 80, and you're on top of the world now. You find yourself losing by 20. You need a comeback movie. Which Harry Potter film do you think could be number 3, 4, or 5?
You want to go? Say it.
We're going to go with The Sorcerer's Stone.
Well, bold.
We're feeling good.
Bold.
It's a spicy take. Show it to me on the board.
Bold choice.
Oh.
How did they make more?
That's a splat. And now a golden opportunity for the critics to really seize the day here. Jacqueline Coley, you're up next for the critics. What Harry Potter movie of the 17 left?
I mean, I'm gonna stay on brand and just ride on someone else's coattails and pick the Deathly Hallows Part 1 and say...
Show me Deathly Hallows Part 1.
Oh! We're in the game. Okay, crap. What other Harry Potter movies are there? Holy crap, I'm blanking.
This is big. This is your last guess for the team.
No.
God, I love those round glasses. Am I right, you guys? I can't get over it.
This is getting so tense.
It really is.
Say it.
Order of the Phoenix.
Okay.
Well.
Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, where Harry Potter learns to fly. Oh! That hurt. That one hurt me.
Yep.
That hurt me to my core, and now really to rub it in this round
You got
one.
this.
Tony Baker, he's got a smile on his face. Does he have a song in his heart?
Pressure's on, man. I'm gonna go with the Half-Blood Prince.
Yes!
Well.
Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Show it to me on the board.
Taking a knee.
You got it. All right, so now what we have is Tony Baker has given the critics a 142 and 80-point lead. Let's reveal the other two movies we were looking for at number 3. The Goblet of Fire.
Oh.
And at number 5, how about the Sorcerer's, the Chamber of Secrets?
Yeah.
They're
All right, guys. This is a good opportunity to remind you to hashtag RTYOS and let us know what you think about all these choices. Am I right, Mark?
I love hashtags, and I also love round twos where it can get really, really competitive.
We
move on to round two, and the elite team finds themselves in a 60-point lead. Rob, you're the captain of this. Let's show that next category.
It's X-Men movies.
Okay. X-Men movies.
Is it really?
All right, Rob, you guys are up first again because you're in a hole. So X-Men movies, these can be anything in the X-Men universe. I believe you may have had something to do with that.
Wait.
Let's hear you out there.
Anything?
It can be anything in the X-Men universe. Yeah.
So Deadpool's included?
Is Deadpool?
Deadpool's in there?
So I'm going Deadpool. I'm going.
Yeah.
If I don't do, I gotta go Deadpool.
Okay. Is
Yeah.
Deadpool on the board?
Deadpool.
He's got the fan support. He's got 20 points.
Wow.
We're on the board.
He's got 20 points. All right, and they've cut the lead to 40 points, and now we go to Tony Baker, who's going to be guessing first for the X-Men movies.
X-Men Days of Futures Past.
Days of Future Past.
I know the next one, guys.
All right.
That makes sense.
Great. This is quickly becoming a blowout unless Team Liefeld over here, the street team, can somehow pull out the number one.
We have pre-huddled, and we're going with Logan. Logan.
Oh, Logan.
Toby Logan. And
I
just
forgot
like
about
that,
Logan.
they are right back in the game. We still have two movies to go and a couple more guesses. Jacqueline Coley, what X-Men movie do you think could possibly be on that board?
The one that started it all off, the first X-Men.
Oh.
The
First
very
X-Men? All right.
All right.
The crowd's
all
not
right.
sure. How about the board?
No?
Brutal.
Flat. And all of a sudden, Rob, it looked like your team was down and out
Yeah, we
early
were.
in the
First
game.
class.
Well, we're not out of
Class.
it. We're not out of it yet. But my buddies here, they insist. We're going with X-Men First Class.
X-Men
First class.
First Class.
What's the other one?
Show it to me.
What's the other one?
60 points. The street team is mounting a
Is
that
comeback for the ages, invoking the great name of Frank Reich, and only Hal Rudnick can stop them before we get into round three. So, Hal, you have a chance to tie it.
Pressure. I'm going to go X2.
X2.
X-Men Unite.
Is it number 4?
Yes!
It is indeed, and we are 10 ballgames. That means we are going to round 3. This is the determining round to see if the street team can upset the elite team. What's our next category?
Oh, man.
Who do I email about Deadpool being so low? was there an address? Okay.
You can
Top
send
sci-fi TV
Sci-Fi
shows.
TV shows. Send all emails about Deadpool being low to GraeDrake@CompuServe.com.
Sci-fi
All right,
TV
we're a
shows.
tied game here. Rob, we said Sci-Fi TV shows.
Okay.
Next generation.
Are you sure? Okay.
It's a tough category.
We get to go? We get to go?
It's your squad's chance.
The squad says Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
Great choice.
It's on the board.
Excellent.
It's a solid 60 points.
Wow.
Solid 60 points. So they have drawn first blood here in round 3. Jacqueline Coley, Sci-Fi TV shows. You're up first.
Man, I suck right now, so I'm really hoping this is up there. I'm going to go with Battlestar Galactica.
Is Battlestar Galactica?
Oh.
Yes! Thank you.
Oh my God.
Jacqueline Coley, that wasn't the most confident guess I've ever seen.
It wasn't. I've had not a lot of
Somehow,
luck, so
they
I'm
find
so
themselves
happy.
up 20 points, Grae. The street team has 2 more guesses to rack up as many points as they can. If somebody hits that number 1, it might be game over.
And this is like how long? Oh, sorry. How long is since the 90s?
I would say a good aim, a good window is probably the last 15 years.
15 years. Okay, guys. Oh boy. I don't think we were ready. We're going X-Files.
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 Solid guess. Just show it to
Throwing
me.
it out there.
X-Files.
X-Files.
X-Files. No!
Oh.
They made us
All right.
wait so long
Firefly?
for a splat, Greg.
I actually think David Duchovny's
TGN
back there
or Firefly?
delaying the process.
Oh,
I think that's a good call. That's a good
Yeah.
call.
the smoking man is at it again. Hal Rudnick. for a big lead here and perhaps a victory.
Well, number one, let's go Star Trek The Next Generation.
Star Trek The Next Generation, is it fresh in the top 5? It's not. It's not.
Oh my
All right.
God. What?
Street team, it all comes down to this. Team Liefeld, they have a fearless captain, and he's got 2 pretty good first lieutenants, but it all comes down to this. The elite team is beating the street team by 20 points, and this is your squad's last chance at glory.
We're going with Black Mirror. Black Mirror.
Oh, amazing.
Good call.
Bold.
Your guess one more time, Rob.
What?
What was your guess?
Black Mirror.
Yeah.
Black Mirror?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
How do you feel about it, audience? They seem
All
fairly...
right. Pretty solid.
Is Black Mirror on the board? No! It is jubilation. It is excitement. Grae, I'm doing the math. There's no way the critics
we lost.
can come back from that.
Is
So
there?
that means that we get to declare the elite team has lost to the street team. Let's take a look at the other answers. What were number 4 and 5 up there?
Oh my God.
Doctor
Doctor
Who.
Who, of course.
And number 5.
Lost.
Pretty good.
Oh, wait.
Pretty good until the
wait,
last
Mark.
season.
Guys,
Wait a
way
minute.
to go.
That
way to go.
lost
Way to
score
go.
has
Way
to
to
be
go. Way
just
to
for
go.
the first season. 'Cause
All right,
no way that
The
can.
critics are already upset. So what we have for our fearless competitors here who represented everybody out there on the street, we have some lovely movie gift cards for each of you, even Rob, because he's got to pay to see the movies just like everybody else.
I got 3 kids. I got 3 kids. Okay. Thank you.
And here's something really fun. Here's something really fun. You guys might want to be on stage to enjoy this. For the losers, the critics, we actually have prizes for you too. You're not going away empty-handed just yet. We have a rotten bag of horrific swag.
This is great.
Okay, Grae. Each one of them is going to reach their hand in there and pull out a prize. What's that prize going to be?
Super Babies 2, baby.
Yeah.
Bad.
It's a good one.
You're going to watch that tonight.
It's a good one.
You're watching that tonight.
Oh, man.
What'd you get, Jacqueline?
I got an Adam Sandler movie, which was enough, and I got his worst. Jack and Jill.
Play it.
Go.
It's hurting my
Whisper
hands.
with your
It's
sister?
hurting my hands. Oh.
I got Rocky 5.
Not the one you want.
That's not bad.
not bad, though. I'll
take
take
that
this.
one.
All right, well, you guys process the horrific films you got, and you guys accept your victory. How about one more hand as we say goodbye
Thank you.
to the street team and the captain, Mr. Rob Liefeld, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my goodness, great. What a great warm-up act
With
that
pouches.
was.
We won with pouches.
I think the game went well. I always enjoy seeing a good street team beat these pompous critics up here. And now we have the game that everybody came here to watch, some of you to even participate in, and that is fans versus critics. All right, now, Grae, we have a lot of fun in this category, but let's walk the audience through how this works before we get to specifics.
Very solid idea, and I will tell you exactly how this works. Now pay close attention because this is very, very serious. It is not serious at all. I'm going to stand right there in the center of the audience with very brave fans who get 30 seconds to talk about a movie or a TV show that they love or hate, okay? Then our critics get their rebuttal, and then the fan gets the final word with their very quick final word.
The final word.
Right. But there's more. So you guys have had your phones out, literally the only place where you're encouraged to have your phones out, and you're hashtagging RTYOS, you're commenting on everything that's going on, and it's going to end up on the big fancy board.
You get to see
Wait,
it
hold
on the
on,
board.
you guys. I feel like that needed a little bit of like an ooh. Can I get an ooh? God, it feels really good when you guys do
I don't
that,
want to
yes.
wear them out because we're also going to need a lot of their vocal cords for the last part of this. Is that what's going to happen? We're going to hear the arguments. Maybe you like the fans more. Maybe you agree with one of the critics. And then we're going to see what you guys have to say about it. That's why you have those paddles that you're provided with. If you think a movie's fresh, hold up the fresh. If you think it's rotten and no good, hold up the rotten and no good side.
Do it right now. Hold up the fresh side.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh my God, you're so. Wait, sir, excuse me, sir. You held up a rotten. You're very bad at this. Okay, great. All right, and now hold up the rotten side. Amazing. And there's somebody in the back who held up fresh on purpose because they wanted me to call them out, but I'm ignoring you.
That's a professional right there, Grae. And by the way, the top of your head, very, very fresh right now. That means she likes this crowd. It is mood hair. Now, what we have after that is I'm going to reveal the Tomatometer of the movie that is in question. And then the last thing we're going to do is I want everybody in this room to chant at the appropriate person, whether it's a fan, whether it's a critic. I'll say them by name. That's your cue to yell, "Your opinion sucks." So right now, I'm going to say a movie that I like, and then you guys can tell me my opinion sucks. I thought Justice League was awesome. So, Mark? I know, and I still like the movie.
I think we need to just get to the most important part of this. And
Me?
that's talking to you.
Oh, it's you, the fans. Who's our first fan today, Grae?
All right. I'm looking for Jacob. Oh, my God, Jacob, get over close to me. All right. Jacob, what movie or TV show do you want to talk about today?
I'm here to talk about Game Night.
Oh, Game Night. Okay. So that's Rachel McAdams and Jason Bateman, and you think it's fresh or rotten?
I think it's a rotten movie.
Okay, you get your 30 seconds. Those are the rules.
All right. So is it starting now or?
Oh yeah, and actually 7 of it is already gone.
Shit. Well, my main problem with the movie is it's a comedy, but it's trying too hard to push a moral, except it doesn't know which moral it's pushing because it starts off by saying, oh, our moral is growing up. But then it introduces Brooks, and the moral becomes, oh, you need to get over your own inferiorities. And in the end, I feel like none of the characters learned anything, and most of them were unimportant.
Damn.
Okay.
1.
All right, let's go to who wants to take Game Night?
I would gladly take Game Night. Jacob, I'm going to call you Jacob the Liar. Robin Williams movie. But I think you're just reading way too much into this movie, dude. It was a comedy. Go and laugh. It was relatable. Anyone here been to a game night? Yes. This is a game night that goes ass over tea kettle, topsy-turvy, and it is awesome. Great supporting cast. Jesse Plemons, Jeffrey Wright, and Jason Bateman and Rachel McAdams, they grew together. And then the relationship between Kyle Chandler and Jason Bateman, big brother, always, like they learned about each other. There's your learning, and here's some more learning. It's fresh.
All right.
That was a very passionate defense of Game Night.
It really was. It's so you get the final word.
All right, so yeah, it's a star-studded cast, I will admit that. But even the best cast can't save a sinking ship. I mean... Man. It's a comedy, I'll give it that. But that's all that I ended up finding to it. The way that I'd saw
That's all you needed.
I wanted more! Within the first 15 minutes, it started setting up this moral that it's like, oh, the two characters, Max and Annie, are learning to grow up from this game night and raise a kid. But in the end, I don't feel like they learned anything.
Okay, well, I mean, look, I saw he had a very heated take. Hal had a this is like a game night got way out of control itself.
Right.
So let's see how the rest of the fans feel about it on social media. What do we got?
Game night is truly a gift from God. Jacob, please tell me how this opinion can be profitable for you. Or Frito-Lays. Black Laura Dern, I really like your dedication to branding. I want to know, like, Jacob, just like tell me about what you think about games in general.
I love games. Games.
Okay, that's a lie. Let's go next. The ultimate game night. Clue. Yes. Yay! We heart you, Tim Curry. You're fresh. I need a semi-rotten opinion.
Fair.
Somebody in our audience asked for a semi-rotten. Game night lacked Wadsworth.
It did lack the character from Clue.
Indeed it did. Indeed it did. That's the thing. All right. I mean, do you at least like Clue, for God's sake?
Yeah, I love Clue.
Please don't tell me. Oh, this hurts me, Jacob. I mean, now it's time for the final piece of this puzzle, Mark.
I like what you did there. Let's go to the crowd. Raise your paddles. Do you think game night's fresh? or rotten. Okay, I see some rottens out there, but I'm seeing mostly fresh, so the audience thinks it's fresh. And I got to tell you, the Tomatometer agrees with our crowd. 83% is the score. So unfortunately, I think Hal got the better of that argument, and Jacob.
Your opinion sucks.
He even said it along with you guys, so he knows he was in the wrong. I'm glad you learned
so much.
something
Give
here.
him a big hand.
You lose
Thanks,
the turn, Jacob. You lost your turn.
Now there's just one less person that you need to invite to your own personal game night. That's fine. It's fine. Next up, we're looking for Jenny. Where's my Jenny? There you are. Hello, my long-lost soulmate. What movie or TV show do you want to talk about?
I would like to talk about The Little Mermaid.
Oh, I'm familiar. Okay, so do you say that The Little Mermaid is rotten or fresh?
Sadly, I'm going to have to go with a rotten.
No!
Is this the Disney Little Mermaid?
That's the only one that is like in current pop culture, right? That's the one you mean? I'm stuttering on my words. You've really hurt my feelings.
It's the one that matters.
Damn. All right, so you're 30 seconds.
Okay. So the deal with The Little Mermaid is, okay, I love a Shell Bra. I love the soundtrack. It kills me to say that it's rotten, but when Ursula and Ariel made their deal, Ariel had to give up her voice. She was then tasked to go find true love. She then had to go win the affections of a man when she literally had already been silenced. I have a problem with that.
Oh.
Major problem. She was also ungrateful for the life that she had. She wanted to be something that she wasn't. I prefer people who want to stand in their truth and be who they are.
Dang.
Wow.
That's a hot take.
That's a valid argument.
I'm going to say this. I think the mention of The Little Mermaid shocked a lot of people. I think Jenny won some fans over here.
Wow.
Which one of our critics wants to battle Jenny?
I need to do this because, I'm sorry, gentlemen, y'all getting in this argument is problematic on so many levels. Let me just break it down for you. Listen, yes. If we want to talk about problematic, the Hans Christian Andersen that this was based off, that's real problematic. At least she got to have her happiness with her prince at the end. And maybe she grew up in a place where they said, oh, no, girl, you can't be a nappy-headed girl that likes films and wants to be a film critic. And she just said, you know what? I'm going to go do what I got to do and get up here and do this. Just because you're born in the sea doesn't mean that's where you're supposed to stay. And I don't care how many songs Sebastian had to say about it, sis. Let me tell you this right here and now. It is problematic that all she wanted was Prince Eric, but did you see those eyes? Because I was at age 8, okay? And I ain't mad at her. I'm not mad at her. And you want me to prove my point right here and now why this is amazing, because I know you like these songs. Up where they walk, come on, y'all. Up where they talk, up where they stay all day in the sun, longing to be. Wish I could be a
part of your world.
Mic drop.
All right.
I have a little tear. It's from something else.
I'm just saying. We can do Under the Sea next if y'all need a rebuttal.
I am going to comb my hair with a fork while we look at final word.
You're assuming that Ariel gets her happy ending. It could have just been a happy for now. And his eyes may have been magic, but what was his personality?
You can write the sequel where she goes and has like a feminist moment and then, has her second act. But this is the one I like.
Hated.
Greg, I love that every dude in this room is like, I don't know what to do right now. So what we are going to do is see what some people out there in the crowd have been tweeting about this very heated and exciting argument. What do we got?
The Little Mermaid, how dare you disrespect Ariel?
Thank you.
Oh my God, that gif is so Raven. Just because you're born in the sea doesn't mean that's where you have to stay. Woo. Yeah, absolutely, Liv. Me on Jenny's Little Mermaid hot take. She wants more. Jenny, thanks for destroying my childhood.
You made a baby cry.
Hold on. I just want to point out that anybody whose screen name is Robot Pirate Monkey is like still living their best life. So, yeah. Jenny, didn't anyone hug you as a child? I'm actually, like, they asked me specifically to stop hugging people, so I'd hug you right now, but I can't. All right. You know what, Mark? Actually, Ungrateful Mermaid is the name of my high school punk band.
You can catch Great Drake and Ungrateful Mermaid on this very stage after the show. In the meantime, let's get a show of paddles. Who thinks the Little Mermaid is fresh? Who thinks it's rotten? Let's see those.
Oh.
Some green. Jenny clearly won some people over to green, but the majority says fresh, Grae. And I think it's no surprise to anybody, the Tomatometer, Jacqueline Coley will be happy to know this, also says a very fresh 92%.
Yeah.
So therefore, unfortunately, I have to do this to somebody who really brought their A game today. Jenny.
Your opinion sucks.
But it was well argued. Thank you so much.
Give her a hand, everybody.
That was a good argument.
It was. I mean,
All right.
let's be honest, though.
Now, next up, I need to talk to Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Oh, my God. Jeremy.
It's a Jeremy.
Jeremy, do you have any aliases by any chance?
Yeah, but most of them are on the most wanted list.
Oh, wow. No brothers?
I have one, but he's at home where he belongs.
What movie or TV show do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about the TV show on the CW, Arrow.
Oh, okay. All right. They're familiar, and you say it's fresh or rotten.
I say it's rotten.
Okay. 30 seconds.
Look, basically they've taken him, they've given him the advanced headquarters, they've given him the bevy of chirpy sidekicks, they have given him this Playboy jet set lifestyle, and realistically, if you want to make a show about Batman, make a show about Batman, but that may not be a great idea because I have seen Gotham. All they need to do is really just give this character his own stories. He has his own enemies. He has his own way of doing things. I really expect him to whip out a Batarang on Arsenal any second.
Wow. Stephen Amell?
That too.
So that was not the response I was expecting.
All right, which one of the critics wants to take that? He thinks that Arrow is rotten. Which one of y'all loves it?
He's right. I'm sorry. No, ain't nobody here for Walmart Batman. Yeah. And I thank that show for giving us Flash and Friends and the whole Flareoverse, but he's so the weakest part. First of all, it's that whole thing. If we want to talk about getting woke, let's talk about this privileged boy got left on an island and just co-opted all of his kung fu styling and just came back and abused every woman and person that came around him for the entire course of that series. That girl Felicity, what's her name? His love interest. Yeah. That was serious emotional abuse through 4 seasons of that. And then they got them married. I don't even want to talk about it. If you want to see some good DC on TV, stick with Flash, do that.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay.
All right.
I agree with you. So
would you like to just have a couple seconds to just talk some more stuff out? Get it out for everyone?
Look, I agree with you. The relationship between the Arrow and Felicity in that show, it'll be on Maury Povich next season, I swear to God.
Oh.
And on top of which, somehow they've managed to take this show after 2 seasons and turn into another CW relationship teen drama. And honestly, Barry Allen has broken more in their universe than any of the other villains combined, and yet somehow he's still the better show.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Grae, there's a lot of hate for Arrow right now, but surely somebody out there has to be tweeting using the hashtag RTYOS about how much they love Arrow, right?
Right? There has to be.
It's got to be out there.
I don't watch Arrow. Okay, I'd rather take an arrow to the knee. Crickets. Anyone? My puns suck. You know what, Tony? I concur.
His puns suck, but his opinion apparently does not. What's next?
The CWWB hasn't been good since, hashtag Dawson and Joey.
It would be a social media section unless we had James Vanderbeek crying at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him weeping. God, he's like a La Llorona, but a dude. Let's just keep staring at James Vanderbeek sobbing.
Keep enjoying. Who do you have in a cry contest, Vanderbeek or Claire Danes?
Oh, God. That's a tough one, but based on that gif, I'm going to give it to Vanderbeek. The cousin Oliver of the DC universe.
Deep cut from the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
Well
done. God. Oh, sexy giraffe. Your comments cut so deep. Oh, God. This is brutal. I mean, does anybody out there like Arrow?
Let's see those paddles. Give me a fresh somewhere.
Oh, my
I did not know that this okay, we got a couple freshes in there.
This is shocking.
Grae, there's a lot of hate for Arrow. There's a lot of love for Arrow on the Tomatometer right now. The Arrow TV show currently sits at a 89% fresh. So now what we get to do is I get to say 4 names, and you guys get to tell them all their opinion sucks. Hal, Jacqueline, Tony, and Jeremy.
I'm okay with that. I really am. I am.
Mario just dropped away. I really didn't know that Jeremy remembered he was dressed as Mario for the bulk of that conversation.
This is incredible. I think that I just got like one extra life. Thank God. Okay. Next up, I'm looking for Tara. Tara. Where are you?
She's busting ghosts, Grae.
Yep.
Tara. She left her proton pack at home, thank God. What movie or TV show would you like to talk about, Tara?
Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman, I can't legally sing that song. Okay. You think it's fresh or rotten?
Rotten.
That got a rise.
30 seconds.
We need good girl role models. This movie did not do it. It drug on forever. I left the room for 15 minutes and I didn't miss anything. Nothing happened.
How do you know?
Because they were still talking. That's the whole movie. They talked the entire time. The only good part that a role model was when she was sad about losing the kids and the women during that battle.
Wow. The only good part?
Only good part.
Wow. This is like, oh, I don't know. I feel like I need bracelets that are magic, and I don't have any to fend off that opinion because
I hear this. I feel like Steve Trevor when he washed up on the beach. Like, I don't know where I am. I don't know if up is down. I'm very confused right now. One of these critics, can you talk any sense?
I'll take it.
Oh.
First of all, Wonder Woman was my first crush of all time. Shout out to Linda Carter. You know. Wonder Woman. Second of all, this is DC's first good movie since the Dark Knight trilogy. Okay.
That's true.
Secondly, the girl playing Wonder Woman pulled it off, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't thirsty for Steve. Even though she fell for him, she didn't really need him like that. If she could have beat him up, I like how they played on that, you know what I'm saying? Wonder Woman wasn't having the games out here. When you left for 15 minutes, you missed a lot of action. You missed a lot going on. People was dying left and right, you know what I'm saying? Her aunt died. Did you see that part? Did you see her aunt die on the battlefield? Robin Wright? Don't disrespect Robin Wright out here, okay? We're not having it. And the bracelets and the lasso of truth, man, come on, man. I'm ready for another Wonder Woman sequel. Directed by a woman, one of the most successful superhero films of all time. Get on the wave. Get on this wave, Ghostbuster.
Are the other critics on the wave too? You guys?
I'm on the wave. You want female role models? What about Patty Jenkins?
Right.
What about Gal Gadot?
Let's go.
Gadot. Gadot. Gadot.
I'm gonna betray the sisterhood. She kind of right. I'm sorry. She kind of right.
What about when she got out of that trench and she was running across that battlefield?
Look. No Man's Land was dope, but I'm just saying, the thing you glossed over is the hard part. How you gonna fall into bed with Steve Rogers like that was just, you just met him? Trevor, sorry.
Wait.
Other Steve, yeah,
Wait,
sorry, my bad.
sorry, wait.
Steve, yeah, I'm just saying, like, it wasn't all that.
Excuse me, Jacqueline? Have you seen Chris Pine?
Dreamy blue
She
eyes.
saw him naked. She saw him naked. She liked what he was working with. So later on, they sealed the deal. We all human out here, even the guys.
I wouldn't call it rotten, but I'm more on your line.
I love that this started out as a Wonder Woman debate, and then Tony explained to us how the human body works and what love becomes when you become of age. That was very lovely. He is a biologist as well, and now we hear a rebuttal if you can possibly go against what Dr. Baker just said.
I think she's an amazing actress, and I will say that like the effects and her costume were on point, but nothing else.
You missed 15 minutes. You missed 15 minutes.
If she missed,
you have no say.
Look,
It's
if
all-
the
I
movie
mean,
went from bad after 15 minutes. It wasn't all that to begin with.
Thanos showed up in the 15 minutes that you left and got an Infinity Stone. You missed that, though.
Greatest cross Greatest crossover.
Man, the crossover was tremendous.
You guys, we got to go to social on this one.
Yeah, once you invoke the name of Thanos in the DC universe, it's time for social.
Before the results come out, welcome to the Bad Opinion Club. Yeah, and then it's Gal Gadot dancing, and I'm living for that. So, yeah, Jacob, I'm with you. Tony is my Wonder Woman.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Shouldn't empowered female role models talk a lot, sharing their opinion?
Okay.
Oh, all right. Jenny's back in the mix. I don't think we watched the same Wonder Woman movie. No, Zandra, you didn't because you stayed for that 15 minutes.
Exactly. 15 minutes.
That was the linchpin. Gadot kicks more ass than LeBron James.
Wow. Wow.
I also would love to see her in a basketball game. Wonder Woman doesn't need no man. Yeah, Kelly, you're right. Oh, she just needs bullets and fend them off with her jewelry. God, I love it. You are nuts.
Oh.
Hashtag mic drop. Hashtag RTYOS. And Bryan Cranston dropping a mic. You're not supposed to drop a mic, but Bryan Cranston can do whatever he wants. Wonder Woman is the best DC film since Dark Knight. Gal Gadot is our generation's Christopher Reeve Superman.
Let's go.
Wonder Woman was totally rotten. Sarah got it right. Yes. And then also that Meryl Streep gift just seals it. Just any point you've got. Way to go, Shane. Way to pick it.
All right, well, if that's all for the social media, then what we have now is the fans. And I think I know who's going to be fresh, who's going to be rotten. Show me those paddles. Let's get them up there. Let's see. I'm seeing more green than I thought I would, Grae, but it does look like the majority of the crowd here today thinks that Wonder Woman is a fresh movie. And I will tell you this, the Tomatometer agrees 92%.
Come on.
Fresh.
Come on.
And I hate to do this. It was well fought, and your costume is fantastic. You're a great Ghostbuster. Maybe not the best movie opinion. Tara.
Your opinion sucks. Get on out of here.
Oh,
See you in
Tara.
15 minutes.
Extra umph from Tony Baker. Well, speaking of 15 minutes, we probably have even less than that in the show, but Grae, we cannot end the show without doing some sort of last dish and a dessert, if you will, and that is a game that we call Slide into our TMs.
Woo-hoo!
This is a fantastic game that we're going to tell you guys about because it involves props, and who doesn't love props? So what you have is a movie category, and we have some movies that are listed on that big board, and Grae has Rotten Tomatoes percentages. Now, what some intrepid fan has to do is match the percentage to the movie that it correlates with, and if she does or he does successfully, then you're going to win some movie tickets. But if Grae,
If
they do not achieve their dream, they are going to have to put their hand deep into the rotten bag of horrible swag.
Woo! Woo! It's a brutal bag.
I just made that up. I like that.
So did I. Shall we call up Stephanie?
Where you at, Stephanie?
Oh,
Give her a
look
hand.
at that. With a confident smile, she approaches. All right. So we're going to get that timer ready.
30 seconds on the clock, Stephanie.
You're familiar with the film, Stephanie. I like where your head's at. I want you to get into a low crouch. All right. We've got a 70. We've got 85. We've got 82. We've got 94. 93. Okay, you got the 70 in your hand, and I'm going to hand them to you. Get that 70 on that board. Yell and help her for the love
These
of
are
God.
J.J. Abrams movies.
Oh.
J.J. Abrams movies she's trying to match up to. Your favorite
82,
J.J. Abrams
certified
movie?
Fresh. 94, certified fresh.
I got to go
Trek.
Force Awakens, right?
Yeah, Force Awakens.
Star Trek is probably
Star Trek.
Cloverfield.
Is she right?
The first two Star Treks.
What's the
Grae, how's it looking down there?
Super 8?
Yeah,
Okay,
Super 8.
Stephanie, is that your final answers? Help her out.
Force Awakens might be number one. You got a really good review.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think so.
We're getting some
I think all his movies are
Star
fresh.
Wars discussion.
All right, Grae, we gotta call time here. How many she got right so far?
So far,
It's halftime.
So far, the tally of how many you've got right. Oh boy. Oh boy. I need a tally from in the back to make sure that I've got this right.
I believe
You have
the number
two right,
is...
Stephanie. That's how many we all counted.
Okay, so
Wanted to
Stephanie,
make-
now you have 2 right. So what you need to do is figure out which ones you got right and keep those, and then you need to switch out the other 3. And if you're able to do so successfully, crowd, please help her out.
Help her out.
30 seconds starts right now.
You have to switch one more. You had 2 right, Stephanie.
I want to see what's going on over there.
I don't know.
Stephanie urgently
Great.
being ushered on by the fans,
Oh, man.
hoping they can help her out. Okay, Grae, we made
All right.
switches.
Stephanie, are you confident?
No.
Stephanie started out with only 2 answers correct. Stephanie has ended the game with all 5 answers correct.
Oh, wow.
Stephanie wins!
What?
Stephanie wins. So that means that Stephanie gets the big prize of...
She gets movie gift cards!
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Unbelievable.
Stephanie!
Stephanie, don't go anywhere and instead strike the air with a fist of glory. God, that felt good, right?
Yeah.
I have never seen a performance like that. If that was me up there, I would have been sweating bullets. I think I would have gotten a couple right off the bat, but I would never think that The Force Awakens is lower than any Star Trek movie. That burns my Force-sensitive heart.
Well, they're better. They're better than the Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for today's episode of Your Opinion Sucks. You guys have a good time today? How about you guys give a huge round of applause to our lovely critics, Tony Baker, Jacqueline Coley, Hal Rudnick. That is the incredible Grae Drake. I am merely Mark Ellis. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. And how about one more hand for all of our crew helping out? Thank you guys so much. For Grae and Mark and everyone else, we'll see y'all real soon on another episode of Your Opinion Sucks. What's that sound?